Chapman, and I call the final speaker in the open debate, Monica Lennon, in around 4 minutes, please.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to take part in the debate, and I congratulate and commend my colleague Colin Smith for securing this debate and for uniting members. And I've listened to the debate so far, and I'm pleased that we are speaking with one voice. I want to also pay tribute to the Citizens Participation and Public Petitions Committee, because I know that they have taken this cause to their hearts. They've listened to the women, they've listened to the evidence, and they've made really important recommendations to the Scottish Government. And I was surprised to hear that we hadn't seen the action that everyone is fighting so hard for. I'll take the intervention from Fergus Ewing.
Fergus Ewing.
Well, thanks to Monica Lennon, who's almost like a sort of extra member of the committee, so frequent are her appearances to stand up for various interests and constituents. But my question is this: is it not a matter of shame that the Scottish Government have failed to act on the unanimous recommendations of the Petitions Committee, representing, as it does, all the main parties? And is it not about time that, if the Government won't act, that one of the major parties bring forward a proper debate with a vote at the end, so that, just as we saw in Flamingo Land, the Government will be forced, if they're not willing to do it themselves, be forced to do the right thing?
Monica Lennon, and give you the time back.
I'm grateful to Fergus Ewing for the important points that he makes. I mean, it's not just a matter of does it shame the Scottish Government, it shames Scotland that we are not doing the right thing by the survivors. So we should leave no stone unturned. It's good that we have a members' debate today, thanks to Colin Smith's efforts, but this should be debated in the chamber again, in government time perhaps, or opposition time, but this can't be the last word. But it is good that between the efforts of the convener Jackson Carlaw, Maurice Golden here today, Faisal Chowdhury and of course Fergus Ewing, and we've heard from Maggie Chapman, there are many members across the chamber who do care. I know we have some limitations in what we can say today, and time is always short in a members' debate. I just wanted to speak briefly today just to again demonstrate my solidarity with the Fornethy women. I knew nothing about Fornethy House or about the survivors until a chance encounter outside the Scottish Parliament back in March 2022. I was walking on by, I was there to meet with other campaigners, and I was approached by some of the women, and they asked me and my researcher, "Are you MSPs?" And we stopped to chat, and it was a chance encounter, and I was able to refer some of the women, given the links to Colin Smith's region, including Marion Reid, to Colin Smith, and my friend and colleague Lindsay Hamilton, who is on maternity leave, or she would have been here to support the women in the gallery today. But I think it speaks to the words that Fergus Ewing said in his final remarks in his speech about doing nothing is not an option. So for me, that was a lesson in not being a bystander. And I have, although I'm a regular visitor to the committee and other campaigns, I have watched other colleagues take this one forward, including Martin Whitfield. I know there's been dozens of parliamentary questions. There's been involvement at the highest level, including the Deputy First Minister. And I know Kate Forbes to be a good person with a good heart. I know she'll be listening very, very carefully, and will do everything she can to make sure that all these barriers that are apparently in the way, that we can knock them down together. So, Presiding Officer, grateful to you for giving me that little bit of time back. But this is about the pursuit of truth, about justice. I hear what colleagues say about the redress scheme, and not everyone will want to pursue that, but it's important that is there for those who want to pursue that. I know that many of the women have had to use a lot of their own money to pay for therapeutic interventions, including therapy. The impact it's had, the lasting trauma, and everyone's journey will be different, but that should be acknowledged. In this Parliament before, we have united to say sorry to those affected by historic forced adoption, for example, and I was grateful to the former First Minister Nicola Sturgeon for listening to my calls on that and to work cross-party. it says to me that this is another issue where we have to unite and we have to come together, and I know that the Deputy First Minister will do everything that she can. Thank you.